Hello guys. So in the previous lecture we have learned how to serve HTML pages as templates. Alright. So in this lecture we are going to learn how to actually show images in our website. So our Flask framework uses static as folder to actually store the images, and also from there we can actually use them to be rendered on our HTML pages. Alright, so Flask uses static folder. Static is in the sense any images, CSS or JavaScript. So we already have said that we don't focus on CSS and JavaScript in this course. So for that case we are only going to focus on how to render images. So let's go here, the sample, create a new folder named static, and inside this static folder we can actually save images. So I already have this image here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this from here, come here and paste it. So I now have my picture inside the static folder of my project. So if I come down here, I can see actually here. Alright, here is the picture. Alright, looks nice, right? So let's go ahead and use this one to actually be rendered on our HTML page. So what I want to do is, I want that image to be rendered on my index page. So I'm coming here, below this heading, I'm going to write image src, which means src is equal to, so here we actually need to make sure that the path is where our photo is located. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to write some Python Flask code. Alright, for that we need to use two double braces, and here we're going to write URL_for open braces, and here we need to specify the folder. What is it? Static. And now we need to say what is the file name. File name is equal to, here we can actually alright, let me change this name. I'm going to say it as forest. Yeah, so I'm going to say forest.jpg. Alright, so what else we can do? Okay, we can actually set the height and width of it too. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So come here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it height. My height will be 250, and also I'm going to give width, and my width will be 250, and I think this is pretty much enough for us to go and render it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, now save this thing, come back here whether a server is running or not. Yeah, it is. Come back here, refresh it, and you can see the image here. Alright, so let's just spread it out here. Okay, I'm going to give it as 700, and this will be 500. Save it, come back here, refresh it. Okay, I must actually change this one to be 500 and this one to be 700. So come back here, refresh it. Yeah, now it's pretty much a little nice. Alright, so in this way we can actually serve our HTML with images. Alright, that's the most interesting part. Alright, what else we can do? We can actually use this URL for. Alright, you can actually see this is written inside the double curly braces because we want to separate the HTML code from the Python code that we have actually written inside the HTML page. Alright, so what are we going to do here is we can actually use this URL for inside our app.py file. For what? To actually create or generate URLs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import URL_for, and I'm going to use this to actually generate URL. So for what we are actually generating URL. So I'm going to generate a URL for this function. So let's just get rid of this for now. So what I'm going to write is return URL underscore for, and inside it just specify which function it is about. Alright, so now save this thing. Okay, come back here. Our server is now running. Go back here and refresh it. You can see the URLs being shown. So we can actually use this URL to go back to the about page. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to import another module, redirect. Yeah, redirect, and I'm going to use it here, redirect, and inside it we are going to put the parameter as URL underscore for about. Now come back here. Okay, now it's running. Yeah, and now if you refresh it, we have gone to the about page. You can see the URL here. Alright, in this way we can actually use the URL underscore for both serving images and as well as generating URLs. Alright, so far we have learned a lot. Alright, we have run our basic application, we have understood what the Flask code is and how it runs. We have rendered HTML using templates. We have also served HTML with images. We have set up templates and static folders. And what else we have done? We have looked into how we can use URL underscore for. Two ways we can actually serve images, and we can also generate URLs. Alright, we have learned a lot of stuff. Alright, but in the next part is where the key component arrives. What is it? We are going to learn about Jinja 2 template engine. So without any delay, let's get ahead.